Never mistake silence for weakness. The quietest ones often carry the sharpest swords. Sigma males are a rare breed. They don't fit into the world's boxes. And that's exactly their power. They're not loud, they're not showy, and they're certainly not here to prove anything to anyone. But don't be fooled by their calm exterior. Beneath it lies a force you don't want to cross. They think 10 steps ahead, move in ways you won't see coming, and carry a quiet confidence that shakes the very ground you stand on. This video isn't just about why messing with a Sigma male is a mistake. It's about celebrating their strength and giving you insight into what makes them untouchable. Whether you're a Sigma yourself or someone trying to understand one, this is your chance to learn what makes them tick. To all the Sigma males out there, never let anyone dull your edge. You're not just surviving in a world that doesn't understand you, you're thriving in your own lane. And to everyone else, tread carefully, because underestimating a Sigma male could be the worst move you ever make. Stick around for 11 powerful reasons why Sigma males command respect, even in their silence. You won't want to miss this. Number 1, they'll match your energy, then exceed it. Sigma males are like mirrors, but not just any mirror. They reflect back what you bring to them, but they amplify it in ways you won't expect. Approach a Sigma male with respect, honesty, and kindness, and you'll see their generosity, loyalty, and quiet strength come alive. They'll go out of their way to support you, not because they want anything in return, but because they value authentic connections and mutual respect. But here's the twist. Bring negativity into their space, and you'll meet a side of them you weren't prepared for. If you come at them with deceit, manipulation, or aggression, they'll see through it immediately. And they won't just defend themselves. They'll counter in a way that makes you question why you ever thought it was a good idea to challenge them in the first place. Sigma males don't just match intensity, they elevate it. They'll outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast you, all while keeping their composure intact. What makes them so powerful is their ability to read the room. They adapt effortlessly, deciding in real time whether to engage or disengage. They never react impulsively, they respond with strategy. And when they decide to act, they don't just level the playing field, they tilt it in their favor. Underestimating a Sigma male is a rookie mistake. They're not here to start unnecessary conflict, but they're absolutely ready to finish it. So think twice about the energy you bring to them, because whatever you give, they'll return it stronger, sharper, and more decisive than you ever imagined. Number 2, they're the ultimate free spirits. Not even money can tie them down. Sigma males are the definition of freedom. They're not enslaved by the typical desires that drive most people: status, fame, or accumulating wealth for the sake of showing off. While others obsess over getting richer to fit into society's expectations, Sigma males are driven by something far more valuable: autonomy. For them, freedom isn't just a concept, it's the ultimate currency. They don't chase money as an end goal. They make it on their own terms. Whether they're taking the unconventional route or embracing a minimalist lifestyle, they know how to generate income in ways that align with their personal values. It's not about the amount in the bank. It's about having the freedom to do what they want, when they want, without being tied to a system that doesn't serve them. Sigma males have a unique approach to wealth. They understand that money is just a tool, a means to an end, not the end itself. They're perfectly capable of living without the trappings of excess, because their true wealth lies in the freedom they've cultivated. They don't need validation from expensive possessions or social status symbols. What they want is the ability to move through life on their own terms, to make decisions without the burden of external pressures or obligations. For Sigma males, their independence is their wealth. Money, for them, is just a way to facilitate that freedom. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a refreshing perspective in a world where too many are shackled by the endless pursuit of material things. At number 3, they are the kings of playing dumb. Sigma males have mastered the art of playing dumb, not because they're clueless, but because it's a strategy that works in their favor. They know that the best way to get the upper hand is to make others feel like they're in control. By downplaying their knowledge or pretending not to notice certain things, they let people lower their guard, expose their true motives, and often overstep. It's not deception, it's observation. While someone else is busy underestimating them, the Sigma male is quietly gathering intel, analyzing every word, every action, and every flaw in the opponent's game. They'll play along, letting you think you're 2 steps ahead, but in reality, they've already mapped out the entire board. What makes this approach so powerful is its unpredictability. Most people assume that if someone isn't loud, flashy, or constantly asserting their intelligence, they're not a threat. This couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to a Sigma male. He's not interested in proving he's the smartest person in the room. He's interested in staying 3 steps ahead without anyone even realizing it. By the time you figure out he wasn't as oblivious as he seemed, it's already too late. You've overplayed your hand, exposed your weaknesses, and handed him the advantage. And the best part? He doesn't gloat. He doesn't need to. For the Sigma male, the quiet satisfaction of outmaneuvering someone who underestimated him is more than enough. Underestimating a Sigma male is the ultimate mistake. They thrive in the shadows, letting others reveal themselves while they sit back, watching, waiting, and planning their next move. By the time you realize you've been outplayed, the game is already over. Number 4, they don't care about winning in public. Sigma males couldn't care less about public recognition or validation. While the world around them is obsessed with showing off their victories, flexing on social media, or making a spectacle out of success, Sigma males are too focused on the results to care about the applause. They don't need to make noise to prove they've won. They're already secure in the fact that they've achieved what they set out to do. What sets them apart is their preference for quiet victories, the kind that don't require an audience. Their satisfaction comes from knowing they've accomplished something meaningful on their own terms, not from hearing the cheers of others. They measure success by the fulfillment of their personal goals, not by external recognition or social approval. For Sigma males, the true win is in the journey, the strategy, and the results, not in broadcasting it for others to see. This makes them incredibly focused and driven. They don't waste time on distractions like seeking praise or trying to impress others. Instead, they invest that energy into their work, their personal development, and whatever they believe is worth achieving. Winning in public is an afterthought for them. What matters is achieving their goals in the most effective, authentic way possible and letting their results speak for themselves. While others race for the spotlight, Sigma males are quietly collecting their victories, confident that their true success doesn't need to be flaunted. And in the end, that's what makes their wins far more significant. They've done it without needing anyone to notice. Number 5, they don't chase, they attract. Sigma males don't waste their energy chasing after people or opportunities. It's not in their nature to run after validation, relationships, or success. They understand that the right things will come to them when the time is right, and they have no interest in forcing it. Their magnetism doesn't come from loud gestures or desperate attempts to gain attention. It's born from an undeniable, quiet confidence that commands respect without ever asking for it. What makes this so powerful is the sense of self-sufficiency that Sigma males exude. They don't need anyone to validate their worth, nor do they chase after approval from others. Their self-assurance stems from the simple fact that they already know who they are and what they bring to the table. And this self-awareness is what makes them irresistibly attractive to others. When they walk into a room, people notice, but not because they're trying to be noticed. It's because their energy is calm, focused, and unconcerned with the chaos around them. People are drawn to that. Opportunities naturally find their way to Sigma males because they radiate a quiet assurance that others subconsciously recognize as power. Whether in business, relationships, or social settings, Sigma males don't need to chase. They just exist, and that alone is enough to make everything they want gravitate toward them. This natural magnetism is what keeps others wondering, how do they do it? The answer is simple. They don't try to make it happen. They just attract it, effortlessly. And that's why no one ever has to chase when they're a Sigma male. They're the ones everyone else chases after. Number 6, they flip the script on control. Trying to control a Sigma male is like trying to hold water in your hands. It's not going to work. Sigmas are fiercely self-sufficient and emotionally independent, which makes them practically immune to manipulation. The usual tactics, dangling rewards, guilt trips, or leveraging emotional pressure, fall flat because they simply don't rely on external validation or approval to feel whole. What truly sets them apart is their unshakable sense of self. They've built their lives on their own terms, and they don't need anyone's permission to keep it that way. Whether it's career success, emotional support, or social status, a Sigma male doesn't look to others to provide what he can already give himself. This independence renders most control tactics useless, leaving manipulators scrambling for leverage that doesn't exist. But here's where it gets interesting. Sigmas don't just resist control, they flip it. When someone tries to manipulate them, they often see it coming long before the other person even realizes it. Rather than reacting emotionally, they calmly analyze the situation, figure out the manipulator's intent, and then use it to their own advantage. The would-be puppet master suddenly finds themselves in a game they don't know how to play, and before they know it, the script has been flipped. Sigma males aren't confrontational for the sake of it, but they'll make it clear that no one pulls their strings. Attempts to box them in, whether subtle or overt, often end with the manipulator feeling powerless and exposed. The lesson here is simple. You can't control someone who doesn't depend on you, and a Sigma male doesn't just refuse control, he rewrites the entire dynamic, ensuring he always remains untouchable. Number 7. They handle stress like a sculptor handles stone. Life doesn't break a Sigma male, it shapes him. When under pressure, they don't fold, crumble, or crack. Instead, they handle stress with the grace of a sculptor chiseling away at stone, shaping their environment, mindset, and future. Every obstacle becomes a tool in their hands, every challenge a stepping stone that refines them further. They don't see adversity as something that can defeat them. They see it as raw material to mold into something better, stronger, and more resilient. What's extraordinary about Sigma males in stressful situations is their ability to stay calm and composed, no matter the chaos around them. While most people panic, lash out, or buckle under pressure, the Sigma male remains grounded, focused on the bigger picture. He understands that stress is part of the process, and rather than allowing it to break him, he allows it to forge him into something more capable. When faced with setbacks, a Sigma male doesn't back down. He recalibrates, figures out how to approach the challenge with renewed clarity, and moves forward. The pressure doesn't crush him. It strengthens his resolve, sharpens his mind, and deepens his ability to adapt. This ability to turn adversity into growth is a defining trait of Sigma males. Where others see the cracks in their foundation, they see opportunities to reinforce and expand. And when the storm passes, they emerge not just unscathed, but improved, because every moment of stress is another chance for them to shape themselves into something even more powerful than before. Number 8. They don't fight battles, they end them. Sigma males don't waste time swinging blindly in every fight that comes their way. They don't argue for the sake of winning a petty back and forth or to stroke their ego. If a Sigma male steps into a conflict, it's because he's already analyzed the situation, measured the stakes, and decided it's worth his energy to put an end to it. For him, every move is deliberate, calculated, and final. This isn't about bravado or trying to look tough. Sigma males simply don't see the point in pointless drama. They're not here to play the game. They're here to finish it. While others get caught up in the heat of the moment, the Sigma male stays calm, observing every detail, planning his next move with precision. His approach is surgical. Resolve the issue efficiently and decisively, then walk away without looking back. And here's the thing. This ability to end battles isn't always about conflict. Sometimes it's about shutting down negativity, toxic behaviors, or manipulative people. They don't argue or explain themselves to everyone who challenges them. They just act in a way that leaves no room for doubt or retaliation. If you think you can outsmart or outmaneuver a Sigma male, think again. He doesn't need to fight to prove himself. He fights to bring closure. That's what sets him apart. He doesn't leave loose ends. So, if you're picking a battle with a Sigma male, be prepared. He's not coming to exchange blows, he's coming to end it. Number 9. They don't need a tribe, but they can lead one. Sigma males are often misunderstood as solitary figures who shun social interaction. In reality, they value independence and prefer to operate outside traditional social hierarchies. However, when they do choose to lead, it's not out of a desire for power or recognition. Their leadership emerges naturally, grounded in authenticity and a commitment to values that transcend mere profit or popularity. Unlike traditional leaders who may assert dominance or seek the spotlight, Sigma males lead by example. They demonstrate integrity, competence, and a strong sense of self, inspiring others to follow suit. Their influence is subtle yet profound, often felt through the ripple effect of their decisions and actions. This approach fosters respect and loyalty, as they earn the trust of those around them without demanding it. In essence, Sigma males don't seek to lead. They lead because their actions and principles naturally inspire others. Their leadership is not about asserting control, but about guiding through example, creating environments where others feel empowered to contribute and grow. This unique style of leadership makes them effective in various settings, from professional environments to personal relationships, as they cultivate respect and admiration without the need for overt authority. Number 10. Their silence speaks louder than your words. When a Sigma male goes quiet, it's not a retreat, it's a signal. To the untrained eye, it might seem like he's disengaged or unsure of what to do, but here's the truth. That silence is his strongest move. While you're busy talking, arguing, or trying to prove a point, he's studying every word, every gesture, every crack in your logic. He's not just listening, he's calculating, observing, and most importantly, deciding. Sigma males don't waste energy filling the air with unnecessary words. They know that silence is power. It disarms people, makes them uncomfortable, and exposes their true intentions. When faced with someone who can't stop talking, they know the more words you spill, the more you reveal. They'll let you dig your own hole while they quietly figure out the best way to dismantle your position. What makes their silence so unnerving is that it's never empty. It's loaded with intent. By the time a Sigma male speaks, he's already pieced together the entire picture. He's seen your game, predicted your moves, and decided exactly how to respond, or not respond at all. And that's the kicker. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response. A Sigma male doesn't feel the need to explain himself to everyone or engage in every argument. His silence often carries more weight than your words ever could, leaving you second-guessing yourself long after the moment has passed. So if you ever find yourself met with the silence of a Sigma male, don't mistake it for passivity. That quiet is his way of telling you that the game is already over and you just didn't realize it yet. Now at number 11, they have a long memory, but they're selective. Sigma males aren't the type to dwell on grudges or simmer in resentment. That's wasted energy and they know it. Instead, they transform every slight betrayal or misstep into a lesson. They don't need revenge to prove a point. They just need the memory. And rest assured, once something is filed away in a Sigma male's mind, it stays there, ready to be used when the moment is right. What makes their memory so powerful is its selectivity. Sigma males don't obsess over every minor slight or mistake. They're not petty, and they don't keep score for the sake of it. Instead, they focus on the patterns, on the people who consistently show their true colors. A single misstep might be forgiven and forgotten, but repeated behavior, that's catalogued, analyzed, and stored for future reference. This is why underestimating a Sigma male is so dangerous. You might think they've let something go, and in a way they have. They won't let it consume them or derail their focus. But the next time you try to cross them, don't be surprised if they're 10 steps ahead, having already anticipated your moves based on past behavior. For a Sigma male, memories aren't about holding on to bitterness. They're about strategy. They learn from every interaction, every betrayal, every challenge. While others waste time on emotional retribution, Sigmas play the long game, using what they've learned to ensure they're never blindsided twice. So, if you think they've forgotten, think again. They haven't. They've just chosen to hold on to what matters, and when the time comes, they'll use it to their advantage, all while you're left wondering how they saw it coming. As I conclusion, Sigma males don't live by the rules set by anyone else. They craft their own path with a level of confidence and independence that many struggle to even comprehend. These men aren't afraid to walk alone, and in fact, they thrive in their solitude. But make no mistake, they're not weak. They are fierce, resourceful, and unyielding when it comes to protecting their integrity and personal space. Messing with a Sigma male is a mistake, not because of their temper or aggression, but because you've underestimated how calmly and decisively they handle challenges. They don't engage in petty games, they end them. When they face a threat, it's not a battle, it's a strategic operation, and their success is inevitable. For those who think they can manipulate, control, or provoke, understand this. Sigma males don't need anyone's validation. They don't bend to the will of others, and they definitely don't need approval to be who they are. Their quiet strength and resilience are unstoppable forces that operate under their own terms. So why should you never mess with a Sigma male? Because they are calculated, fearless, and wise beyond measure. They don't chase success, they create it. They're never in a rush, but when they move with purpose, and it's always towards victory. If you cross them, it's not a battle you'll want to be a part of. To all Sigma males out there, keep walking your path, stay true to who you are, and never let anyone take away your integrity. The world might not always understand you, but your power lies in your ability to remain unshaken.